Alright, we're back on the Funfetti GT. The Morris Loads gamer tag just wasn't lucky. I didn't hit a single thing for like 2 weeks on that thing. So anyway, what's up guys, it's Morris and we're back to some Black Ops 2. I actually wanted to talk about something in this video. And if you play Black Ops 2 Plutonium on a daily basis or regularly, you might kind of know what I'm talking about. And it's kind of the server situation at the moment. As we know, Plutonium has its ebbs and flows. It has its ups and downs on all the Call of Duties. We're real quick just gonna hop in this server. America's on raid. For example, I just made that World at War video the other day. I made that World at War video because World at War isn't usually like that. It usually doesn't have 30 people in one server at a time. A lot of the times it's pretty dead. Just like Black Ops 1, a lot of the times it's pretty dead. Black Ops 2 is pretty consistent, has a decent player base, and through the history of Plutonium, it's gone from we only get Nuketown 24/7 and Hijacked and Raid, and those are the only maps we ever play. Then there's times where there's servers with no aim assist, so if you're on controller, you're kind of fucked. And there's times where all the servers are just super sweats all the time. The servers just kind of have ebbs and flows, and a little bit ago, we actually just came off of a really good streak for servers. I mean, we had good map variety, for the most part, vanilla type servers where stuff wasn't really changed, like the movement speed and stuff wasn't really banned. And the player base was pretty average. I mean, sorted itself out. There were some snipers, there were some sweats, there were some people who had never held a controller in their entire life. So it was fun. It felt like old BO2. And then we get to now. You can see this server looks okay. It looks fine enough. There's not a crazy amount of snipers or people doing unbelievably well. It seems kind of normal, but in the America server right now, what we're in at the moment, if you know what Black Ops 2 looks like, you'll see something off with this right here. Am I on a trampoline? Am I playing BO3? It's a jetpack COD. What's going on? They have the movement pretty goofy. It's pretty weird. And also, you'll see on some maps, not quite this one, but Meltdown, for example, or Cove, the sky is black. It is nighttime. Just in the sky. The ground, still daytime. You can still see. But the sky looks super weird. Which, me personally, I don't care that much. But some people who make montages and that kind of thing, they get really upset by it. And I don't blame them. It just looks goofy. Oh, also, if you snipe a lot, like halfway through the game, you just stop being able to use your tac insert, which... super annoying. I'm sure it's great for everyone who hates snipers, but for snipers, it fucking sucks, okay? So that's the main thing with the America server. The movement is just unhinged. When you have people that are cracked out at the game, they're just jumping around every corner. They just sprint, jump, sprint, jump, sprint, jump, sprint, jump everywhere. They're doing leg day every game all the time. So that's annoying, but it's all right. Then we also had Latino servers. We have a couple of those, which are pretty vanilla. They're pre-patched DSR. For the most part, the movement's good. Some guns are banned, some streaks are banned, which I'm not a huge fan of. I kind of want the game to be as vanilla as... Wow. Okay. What a lineup, jeez. But I want the game to be as vanilla as possible. I want to feel like I'm playing 2015 Ground War. Because when you start taking stuff out of the game, it just doesn't make it vanilla anymore. It makes it, you know, Call of Duty PC, what we always shit on in the past, calling clips unusable and stuff. And now, on the Latino server specifically, oh my god, that was a collat? Wait, what? On the Latino server specifically, you can go to the Twitter. Latinos girl. That would be Latina. But you have the Latino server updates here. They're updating basically what they're doing to the server. For example, they're removing team switching, unbanning the FMJ, banning the stock attachment. They're making tweaks to domination to allow better flow and spawns that match console. That scares me and I'll explain why. But on Plutonium, stuff is different. It's not like console. There's all these servers, they're just changing and tweaking things. And part of it makes the servers weird. It makes it weird to play for a montage perspective. A normal perspective, whatever. But montage perspective, it just makes it a little strange. And me personally, I want everything, again, I want it vanilla. I want it to remain normal. But you can't get around the fact that you need team switching in these games. You need a sniper limit. When there's 5, 6, 7 snipers in the lobby, some of them gotta go. They just have to, because it kills servers. And there's a fair way to go about that, and some people have their feeling and their emotions about it, whatever. My opinion is I think a sniper limit, a fair sniper limit, is pretty good. And team switching, it's good to an extent. You have times where when one team is stomping, you'll get a 14v2. And it's like, dude, we can't be having that. You'll get a 35v1. Dude, that guy's all alone on that team. What are you gonna do? He's all alone. He's in no man's land, dude. He's getting gangbanged. And we just can't have that. So there's kind of an honor system to the team switching. But the reason it's necessary is because you can't party up in Plutonium. So if you want to play with friends, you gotta join the server and then switch to their team. That's the only way to do it. It's the only way to not play against your friends. Which sucks, but it is what it is. And what's definitely been happening in the Latino server specifically, I'm going to call it out, there's been times where there is definitely unjust kicks. People getting banned for stupid reasons, people getting sniper limited when there's one sniper in the server, shit like that, which I do not like at all. I think, to clarify, I think most people, oh, there's that tack delay. I think most people running the servers across Plutonium are just doing their best to make the game enjoyable for everyone. No one's perfect, people are gonna fuck up, people are gonna get a little power hungry. It's just how it goes. It's real easy to disconnect and just hit a button that makes your life better. And it's understandable. To the spawns, dude, finding out that people can change the spawns in the coding. Like, they can go into the code and change how people spawn. Like, the thresholds and what it takes to get a spawn to shift. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Because what's keeping someone from getting their secret server? They just tweak the settings, update it while they're playing to make the spawns ridiculous, to ruin lobbies, to hit crazy clips, and then, you know, update it to where they're normal again when other people are playing. So, I don't know, dude, Plutonium's just in a weird state. I'm stuck playing it. A lot of people I know are going over to MW3, World at War, Black Ops 1, other games, just to get away from Black Ops 2 right now, because there's a ton of snipers on, ton of weird servers, just a bunch of weird shit happening. And it happens, ebbs and flows. It'll get back to normal eventually. It usually does. But right now, I pretty much want to play any game besides Black Ops 2 because it's so weird, but I am trapped. I need a couple clips for this montage. I just... So I'm kind of stuck playing and trying to find servers that are normal and trying to find times to play where the game just feels pretty normal. Because I'm not going to make a video where I have a bunch of weird-ass clips in it, in weird servers with weird shit going on. Even America's, this bunny hopping shit, this movement thing is pushing it a little bit for me. I am dabbling in other games when I'm not trying to hit clips for this montage. I'm trying to play, like, the finals has been so fun. And then we got World at War and MW3, games I'm trying to play just to hit clips for team tages and other videos and stuff, just to make it fun. I can't add those clips to my montage unless I hit a ton and I make it multi-COD, but I'm making a Black Ops 2 montage, so I'm kind of SOL there. If you play Black Ops 2 or care about this in general, I would like to hear your thoughts. If you're not a sniper, if you don't make montages, how do you feel about Plutonium right now, just as a casual player, a player that runs around with machine guns? If you are a sniper, how are you feeling about it? And server owners, if you see this, try, like, please, for the love of Plutonium, try to make everything as fair as possible. I know you're doing your best to do that, but keep in mind different perspectives and how other people are just, you know, they're trying to play the game. They have their different ways that they want to play. They're trying to record for videos. They're just trying to have fun casually. Talking to people in this community. Oh my God. No scope! Was he there? Nope. And let me know if you are a server owner. I would like to know your perspective. If you want other people to know your perspective, put it in the comments and people will read. Whoever watches the video will read. Dude, I know not just from a video game perspective, but like a real life, work, friends, just human perspective. When someone can't be in the room to give their perspective, to give their reasoning for stuff, people on the outside are gonna see them as assholes. It happens all the time. When you're not with someone often, but their life directly impacts yours, you're gonna think they're a dick. You don't see your boss all the time, you're gonna think he's a dick. But normally people have their reasons and they're trying to do the best they can. And that also goes just normal players you're playing against. Most people are decent people. They might play like an absolute dickhead, but it doesn't mean they're a bad person. Sometimes you can tell the way someone plays when they're being a little scumbag, sliding around corners. Sometimes they're assholes and they need to be, sometimes they're assholes. I'm gonna leave it there. Sometimes they suck. But most people are cool. This has just been going on and I felt the need to talk about it because it doesn't impact the world, but you know, people that watch my videos, I know I make videos on Plutonium all the time, so it's really impacting my channel and just a lot of people I know. So first world problems, am I right? Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, let me know what you're thinking in the comments. I really want to have a discussion about this, so let me know. Anyway, it's been worse. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you tomorrow. Probably on the finals. We'll see. We'll see. The world's our oyster. So